What's going on, boys? This is why your workouts aren't working right. You're wondering why haven't you made any gains? Okay, one of the biggest things I see is like these guys go to the gym for 1, 2, even 3 hours. I've seen before, literally looking the same year after year. I think that one of the biggest problems is either they don't know what they're doing, or they're training so hard that they can't even recover. Guys, all we're trying to do is stimulate the muscle growth. And so for me, I've actually found that less is more. I used to be the guy who would be at the gym for 2, almost 3 hours sometimes, especially like on a Saturday that I didn't have anything to do. We want to maximize our time efficiency at the gym so we can do other things in life that matter to us, like being with our kids, like being able to go and do fun things, to travel, and not be cooped up in a gym and then cooped up in an office, day after day, hour after hour. Unless you just really love the gym, which, some people think the gym is a chore, and I get it. I don't like taking the trash out. I don't like brushing my teeth and flossing all the time, but that's just something we have to do. One of the biggest things I also see is, okay, cool. We're going to the gym, we're working out hard, right? But because we're working out too hard, we're not able to basically recover. And so you have 7 days of working out. Okay, I knew a guy who was like working out 7 days a week, like 2 and 3 hours a day. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger, is that you? It's like you don't need to do that much unless you just absolutely love it and that's your hobby, then cool. And that was me for the longest time. But now that I have a girlfriend, now that I'm working on real estate investment and work, promotions, this kind of stuff, more trainings and things, I have to prioritize my schedule here and continue to make gains. And so what I've done is I've put together my push-pull legs, upper lower days. Okay, so 5 days a week at the gym, and it really only lasts about an hour to hour 15 max. Okay, we're including 20 minutes of some sort of cardio or sweat technique, whether that's the sauna, something like that. And then we're doing our 45 minutes of strength training. And we're using a mind-muscle connection. Okay, I often find that people don't know what mind muscle is. They just go in there and they're like, well, this is a weight. No. And the other thing and part of this is your diet. Okay, a carb of Oreos is not the same as a carb of a banana. And that's something I came to realize. I used to eat like half a pack of Oreos thinking that it was good for me because they were carbs and it was like cocoa. Turns out that was making me fat. I actually ended up gaining the most weight I ever had on that bulk. And that wasn't a very smart idea. What I learned is that was a simple carb, and I felt even more hungry after eating like 8 to 9 Oreo cookies at dinner. So instead of doing that, I've started implementing fruit this week. So this week I've actually been doing a little bit different, keeping my carbs really high, 350 grams at least. And not just that, we've been doing fruit. Okay, I've had my pineapple juice, apples, strawberries, and bananas. So those are the 4 fruits I've been having each day. And I feel great. I've been drinking water every day, cut out sodas. Guys, I don't even drink, so I don't have any of that. Never smoke, don't do that either. And it's been good so far. So give it a shot. If you haven't been trying to get those nutrition dense foods, you're gonna feel a lot better, you're gonna feel full. And I'm trying to basically get my glycogen stores kind of filled out again, as you can see. So it's been pretty good. But yeah, what else I want to say about that? So there was something, so you got guys who are overtraining, then you have guys who just the same in and out. Like maybe you're not doing the workout enough or you're not eating right. And it's going to be one or the other. And one of the biggest ways to find out that I've noticed here is if you have the workout planned, okay, and also tracking it. Just like tracking our food. Okay, I'm a data guy, I'm an engineer. I love seeing trends, analysis, data analysis, where things are going right and wrong. If you have no tracking and no numbers, how are you gonna know where you're going? It's like a business. If you don't have any money coming in, or you have too much money going out, how are you gonna know if you're making any money and what the profit was? Well, I think it was this. I saw some guys going on Shark Tank with a proposal idea, wanting to know how much they could get for their idea. And they're like, okay, how much profit did you make last year? And they're like, well, I don't know. It's like, if you don't know your numbers, no one's going to take you seriously, right? And you're not even going to take yourself seriously. And it's just the way it is. So when I track it in the Excel sheet, not only that, we get to see that we're making progress. And when you make progress, you're going to feel more motivated to keep going. Okay. And that to me is fuel. Because when you see that, hey, I can do another rep at the same weight I did last week, or I can increase the weight and go less reps. Okay. I'm calling it the E bracket. Okay. In aviation terms, you want to be like what's in the E bracket. Okay. The angle of attack. If you're too high up, then you come back down to the bottom. And so we're just constantly in that middle range. And it works out really well for me. And so that's kind of a term that I've been using and kind of implementing into my workouts, and been really good. So yeah, guys, that's kind of what I want to talk about real quick before I head over to the gym. Here on our Wednesday video, sun is going down. Another 10.6 hour day. And I feel good. You know, sometimes it's like, you feel like that 10-hour day is going to lag out forever, and it actually went pretty quick. We did a lot of good stuff at work, and you know, meetings keep you busy as well. So yeah, I just wanted to hop on here and give you guys a little video. So in a world full of fakeness and deception, keep dominating your reality, and I'll see you in the next one.